friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to the channel today. Hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. So this is take 3 basically of trying to record this video. First one was too loud. The second one, my camera was way too shaky. Yeah, we're gonna try again. This is my August haul video. There are a few things that haven't arrived yet that will be arriving later, so I will show those to you when I get them, but this is pretty much the majority of it. And I have a variety of stuff. I'll start with the supplies first and then go on to the books and things. And yeah, well, I just hope you guys enjoy this. Sorry for the noises in the background. My daughter is in the same room with me, and this is the life of the mom. You know, I could voice over everything, but that's a lot of extra steps in video editing, and I know that you guys really enjoy these videos, so I just try to put them out as quickly as I can. Yeah, we'll just get started. My daughter is just waving to you guys. Oh, first thing, I guess she wants to pick first, is I got some washi tape. So this is blacks and browns. This end one had more in it, but my son opened it. So that's why it looks the way it looks. It was nice and tidy like this, and then he opened it. And I took the tapes away from him, but I didn't put them back in here. I just put them away with the rest of my washies. I really wanted to get, hang on just a second, guys. Alright, I was trying to turn that down to try to eliminate some of the background noise. So I wanted to get these black, white, and brown tone washi tapes because a lot of times I go for the bright washi tapes. And then when I finish a project, thank you, honey, I want something neutral. And so I wanted some neutral colors. And then I got these ones because they were on sale. And these ones are nice and bright. Sorry for the crinkling noise, but it's just like a combination of different patterns. And yeah, lots of fun washi tapes.
Careful, you hurt. Oh, I want to choose now.
Oh, you want to choose the next one? No, we're doing these ones over here, honey.
Be a harness.
Okay. Okay.
Big box.
Next is from my Amazon Basics. It's an Amazon Basics box, so it came from Amazon. I was just going to show you that it comes in a box like this. They open like this, and I got these. These are the Amazon Basic felt tip pens. Now I have the 12 count, and I really like these pens. I've used a couple of them up, and this is the 24 count. They don't come in a box or anything. Like, they come in this box that Amazon gives you, but basically if you get them, you probably want to put them in some kind of container. Thank you, honey. Can you please move? And yeah, I really like to use these felt tip ones for smaller things, and they're water based. And they look like this. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but they're kind of comparable to like if you were going to use the Papermate flares, but I don't know, I think I like these better than the Papermate. I don't know, maybe it's the tip, but yeah, I picked up the 24 set of those. Next thing I got is this. These are the Staedtler 18 double-ended permanent pens. And I saw this on Art Journey UK or UK Art Journey. I know I always screw those titles up, or a YouTuber names up, but I believe her name is Lily. She always says Hi People of the Internet. She's very sweet. She did a review on these and she colored mandala with them. And since they're permanent pens, they're alcohol based, which is actually kind of cool because it has a super fine tip and an ultra fine tip. And I'll show you, sorry for the noise, what that looks like. So the fine tip looks like this. So very comparable to, actually it's kind of smaller than a Sharpie. And then the ultra fine looks like this, almost like the same size as the ultra fine on the toy marker or twee markers from Arteza. So that is these. And I can't wait to try these on with some more like detailed like pages. There's a lot of times I wish that I had an alcohol marker to do the details, and I don't want to use like a giant Cali art because it's just not fine enough, and even a Teo treat is just not fine enough, and these will get into there and not leave any streaks. So yeah, and if I really like these, I'll get the 32 set. So we'll see how these go. Next thing I got is the Heathrone washable acrylic pens. Now, in my previous videos that I tried to film, I swatched these on a piece of paper in front of you guys, and I don't know if I'm impressed or not. I was hoping they would be like an acrylic paint pen, but they're not. They actually remind me more of like a lay down, kind of like a metallic Bic. They don't bleed through. I'll show you. And they don't leave streaks. It's just, and this is a slick paper. It's just different. Yeah. I think that I'll find use for them and stuff, but it's just a different kind of marker. It's not like a Crayola Super Tip. Like I said, if I had to compare it to anything I've used before, it reminds me of the texture of like a Bic or Sharpie metallic marker, because those don't bleed through paper either. So yeah, that's what I would compare these to if you are curious. And these aren't super expensive, and I want to say they were on a lightning deal, so I ordered them. So let's see if I can get this back in here. There we go. Eventually they'll probably go into another case or something easier than this. So there's these. Next, I picked up the Heathrone markers, the permanent markers, 72 count. These were on a lightning deal, and I think it's Coloring with Renee or something like that. She posts deals and coupon deals almost every single day on her community tab, and these were on there one day. So these look like basically like a Sharpie or a Bic permanent marker, and there's no like color names or numbers on them, and they're just a fine point. I do not know if they yellow because I haven't used them yet, but I actually like permanent markers for certain books. Like I like to use them in color by number books, like Sun Life Drawing, Such and Such Diva, all those ones that are printed on like an Amazon paper. And then I also like to use these in the Zen Doodle books by like Jeanette Wummel. They have things like Playful Puppies. You guys have seen them on my channel. There's like a blue bar on the top, and they don't respond well to regular alcohol markers, but they do well with permanent markers. So yeah, I got those, and there's lots of colors in there, so That'll be fun. And you guys have seen my case videos, know I have quite a few permanent markers, and I use them not only for coloring but for school projects for my children as well. So we can always use more permanent markers. Next thing I picked up is this 8 fluid ounces of Mod Podge. Now this one is the paper Mod Podge. They have like a glossy, they have a matte, they have the sparkle, they have the extreme glitter, they have many kinds of Mod Podge. Now this one is designed literally for paper on paper projects. And can you move that out of the way, honey? So it says apply a coat to the back of a paper and you can smooth it in place. So basically it sounds like this would be perfect type of Mod Podge for collage, if you're going to collage on a piece of paper, which I do plan on doing. Next thing I got is I picked up the Amazon Basics Premium Colored Pencils, the 48 set. This does come in a 72. I just got the 48 set because I think it was on sale for $9.99. And a lot of people on YouTube compared these to very, very soft, like a Prismacolor pencil. It's not a Prismacolor pencil, but it's very like giving a Prisma a run for its money, basically. And then there were some other YouTubers that said they're really crumbly, I don't like them. So I wanted to basically make up my own mind about them. And I have some upcoming projects that I need to use pencils for, and I didn't want them to eat up my Prismas. So this is what they look like. Sorry, this is not really in order because they got kind of shuffled, so I'll have to rearrange this. But as you can see, even in the 48 set, you get a decent range of colors. You don't need a giant set of pencils like 180, 210 to be happy. You can have a basic set of pencils and get a lot of gorgeous things accomplished. And these particular ones come with, they say Amazon Basics on them, and then it says orange and then 506 on the bottom here. So I like that they've put the number on the very, very bottom. That way you have all this pencil you can go through before your number is gone. And if you look, let's see if I can, the leads, well, this lead looks pretty centered. There's no like light fast rating or anything because I think these are like student grade pencil. But if you're just looking for a cheaper alternative to a pencil and you just need something that you want that's better than like a cheap pencil, you might want to try these. I haven't tried them myself yet because I just barely opened them, but they had lots of good reviews. So yeah, I can't wait to dive in and sharpen these and play with them and just have a good time. And they're like, the barrel thickness is like of a normal average colored pencil. They're not too thin and they're not too wide. So they're not as thick as like a polychromos, and they're not as thin as like a Lyra Rembrandt. Just to give you guys a heads up. Since we're on the pencil wagon, I got these, the Marco Chroma manga colored pencils. These are all pastel shades, and they have 24 in this set. Hang on a second, my pencils fell behind me. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause my video when I put the Amazon Basics down. My daughter walked behind me and the tin fell and I could hear all the pencils, you know. So I was cleaning it up and then I noticed The books I'm going to show you were all spread all over the floor, so I hurried and picked those up too. Anyway, back to these pencils. These are those chroma manga pencils, and they say they're Marcos. I wonder if they're kind of like a sister set to the Marco Ruffines, because they say Marco on them. I have used them. As you can tell, some of them have been sharpened down, and they are a very soft pencil. They don't layer that great. It could be because I was coloring on Amazon print paper. I need to use them like in a Johanna Basford or Hannah Carlson or something like that. Just something that has a different texture. Maybe it will do better, but they are soft. Not as soft as a Prisma, and they have a hexagonal barrel. There is no color name, and all of these number and barcodes are the same. So if you get these and you're a swatch person, which isn't me, you'll need to get like labels or take your paint pen and write numbers on them. And then after you write the number, a tip that someone gave me is you can take clear nail polish and put it over the number so it doesn't rub off if you are numbering your own pencils. So that is these ones. And these are fun just to color in pastels. Again, another set I'll probably just keep in this tin because it's just 24 and I can take them anywhere in the house, and I can just have this one small set of pencils to work with. Alright, I'm just trying to think what I showed you and what I hadn't showed you yet. Alright, next thing is something I did not need, but I did need at the same time, because my name is Jamie and I'm a gel pen-aholic. Yes, guys, I got some more gel pens. These are the Tan Mitt. They're in a case just like the A&Art that I was generously gifted by Ashley's Coloring Journey. When she and I did the friendiversary, we swapped and we got each other presents. But yeah, I couldn't help myself. They were on a special, and when there's a deal and there's a special and you're a gel pen addict, yeah. Anyway, so it comes with a little swatch card, just like the A&Art did. I haven't swatched it yet, but what I'll do is I'll swatch them out just like I did the A&Arts, and then I'll put packing tape over it, so it's like it's laminated, and it does have some practice coloring sheets under it. Here are the refills, and look at all these glittericious, beautiful gel pens. I love glitter gel pens. It is a weakness. I love Tan Mitt gel pens. I have used them several times in my coloring life, and I just cruise through those babies. Yeah. These ones are very cool though, because this is the first time I've ever seen a Tan Mitt with a color name and a number, which is awesome. So, yes, I will be super stoked to use these. Sometimes I get in moods where I just want to color with my gel pens. I want to be left alone and watching a movie and just have my gel pens with me and just go to town with gel pens. And this is the perfect setup for that kind of situation. And like I said, all glittericious, sparkly goodness in this case. And I have the Soul Colors too, and those are all sparkalicious too. So yeah, had to get them, but didn't have to get them. Yes. Alright guys, so I have 2 new products that I got that I had never seen on the market. They are from Ohuho, so I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to show you the first one. first off, it came with this swatch card that was not in the container. So it gives you a hint. It says Ohuho 60, but these are them. These are the Ohuho 60 colors dual tip markers, water-based. So these look exactly like the alcohol markers that Ohuho does, but these are water-based markers. Oh my goodness. Okay, breathe. I love using my Crayola Super Tips, and I have books like the Lulu Mayo books that are double-sided. I have the Erie books, and I've started to become really loving marker life. I like to use markers as a base and then shade with my pencils. I used to be pretty big into just pencil work, but ever since last October, when I experienced severe hand pain in my wrists and forearms for long periods of time and worrying about carpal tunnel syndrome and having to maybe go to surgery, I had to kind of change the way I roll. So I do a lot of marker base with pencil on top. And if these are awesome, maybe I will swatch one right now just to see. Just because if they do what I want them to do, yeah, they will be a game changer in a lot of my books. Let me just find one that's a good color. Let's do 98. If I can find it. So it's like this brownish color, and it says it's called doe, like doe a deer. And I'm just going to do kind of spread out like an alcohol marker. The big question is, this is thick, so it's not going to really tell me if it's going to bleed through. I want a piece of paper that is thin. Let me test it. Okay, this is just a piece of cardstock that I use as a blotter sheet. If it was an alcohol marker, you'll be able to see on the back side. Let's see. I'm going to use this green one. It's number 46. Oh, I'm on a slope. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, guys, look. It doesn't bleed through. Victory! Let me see something. If we color with it and we color over it. Yeah, you don't want to go over it and over and over it because it is water-based and it looks like it is starting to peel the paper. So my best bet is you would want to just color a consistent line. Nice and slow. Awesome! I'm super thrilled with these. Yes, guys. These are a winner in my eyes. I will maybe swatch the rest of them out. And when I swatch the rest of them out, what I'll do is I will take this card and I will put them on the back of this box like this. And I will take my packing tape and tape it to the box. I have done this with several marker sets. And since I'm not a swatch person and I don't keep swatch books and all that stuff, it basically just gives me a color reference on the container. Oh, so excited that these don't bleed through. Thank you, Ohuho. Sorry for the noise. It was my daughter's switch. She's right next to me using my plug station. So the next thing I got was from Ohuho as well. Here they are.
Me too.
Oh, you got that, huh?
Where's Mama?
with your grandma? All right. So in this box, it came in a brown box, but I took them out. Came with this water brush. Came with this little card for 24 basically swatch set. And what I'll do is I'll do the same, like I said, right there. And it also came with, there's crumbs on this, one of these blotter things that you can put underneath your books. And this is like a perfect size for those mini books. And I have mini Hannah Lynn books, so this would be perfect for those. And also this would be a good size for Hannah Carlson books and Clara Markova books because of the size. So maybe I will just stick this in one of those books just so I have it. It basically prevents bleed through on your pages, and Ohuho usually provides this with a lot of different markers sets. And then they gave me this little card that says Ohuho art markers, and these are the 24 colors, comes with the water brush. So I think these are supposed to be comparable to Tombows. These they do have two other sets. So when I got those water-based ones that I just showed you, there was a little thing on the bottom that says promotional deals when you look on Amazon, and if you click on that, you can say see the deals. They said that you could buy this particular set 50% off if you bought those other markers. Well, I was planning on getting those, and I had seen these, and I'm like, 50% off? Yes, considering the price. And these are all pastel, and they come in a really nice container. Let me just pull one out. You want to look at that, honey? So, water-based marker, and it has a color name, pale cream, and a color number. Tombows do not have a color name, they just have a number. So that is a plus. They have a brush tip. Jamie always likes a brush tip. My favorite are brush tips. And a fine tip for writing things. And let's just take this little swatch thing just so we can see what this looks like on here. This was the pale cream. And so these are very, very light. This would be a very good skin color. You would need to do some extra shading with your pencils for sure, but yeah, that is that. Looks good to me. Yeah, so I'm thrilled to get these because I've never seen them before. They're called the Ohuho Art Markers Dual Brush. And they have like this anime girl on them. And there are 3 different sets that you can get. And I don't know which set this was. They're individually titled. Oh, maybe it's this one. The NIHAAAU series. Yeah. There was another set that was kind of pastel shade, and then there was another one that was like brighter shades. So yes, I got these markers. Just going to set this aside because my daughter grabbed one to test on a piece of paper. I'll move these out of the way. And I think this is just a standard water brush. It doesn't say Ohuho on it or anything like that. She's returning the marker back. Whoop. And I'm going to just secure those babies in there. As the water brush goes flying on the floor. Anyway, the last supply I'm going to show you, I actually already showed it on my channel because it was a review product that was sent to me from the company Pecos. Pecos sent me these. These are the 36 colors watercolor paint set. And basically in this kit has everything you need maybe to start your watercoloring experience, whether you are an artist, a colorist, a mixed media person, whatever. If you like watercolor, this would be a great starter kit for you. And it comes with the watercolor pad of paper that you can use, or you can use it to test on. This is 300 GSM, so it is a very nice paper. A white gel pen. This is a dual brush pen. This is a water-based brush pen, just giving you guys an FYI. We've got an eraser, a pencil sharpener, a little sponge to clean. And the thing that's missing is the water brush. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, that's a Tombow water brush. I know it was in here somewhere. I am sorry, I'm wobbling the camera. I'm trying to find it. Alright, so this is the water brush, and I've already used it because I used it in the swatching video. And it looks like this power on was starting to rub off just by me holding it. So yeah. But that just gives you a good sign that I am using it and I use my products. They have given you 4 paintbrushes. So you've got a tiny, tiny one, which is a number 1, number 6, number 12, and number 14. And they've given you a sketching pencil, which is a 2B. If you guys are interested in that information, this is the paint palette here. Let's see if I can get it out without making a huge mess. Opens up as a 3-way here. So you can see that I've used it. You can also take these out for additional mixing purposes if you need to. And then don't do them right now. Wait until I'm done, okay? All right, and they've given you an extra opening right here. So if you ever buy these type of little paints and you need a paint palette to add to, you could add them here. Like say you bought...
No, these are mine.
Say you bought some paints from Etsy and they came in the little tiny things and they were all metallics, you could add them to this paint set if you wanted. And they came color arranged.
Look at this.
Yep, that's a little spongy.
Mine.
Let's put it back in here.
No, mine.
You can hold it for a minute, okay?
It's not. I'm gonna hold it.
Alright guys, so I'm going to set this down, I'm going to press pause, and then I'm going to grab the books.
No!
Okay guys, I had to pause it for a second because I needed to talk to my daughter. She was making a mess of too many things at the same time. And it's really late and I told her to go to bed, but whenever I'm recording she gets really excited. So yeah, I'm going to start with the books. First thing I'm going to show you is not a book, it is a planner. I went to my mom's house the other day and she had this planner. I don't know if it was gifted to her and it wasn't her thing or not, but she said, do you want this planner? I know you like lots of colors. And I said, absolutely. And it's just a standard 2021-2022 planner. And I love planners and journals in general. Even if I don't use them the year that they're set, I can turn them into art journals in the future. So to me, the things that are important in a planner or journal, I like spiral bound, I like hardcover. And this particular planner gives you lots of space for each day. And after that, also gives you a full thing for the month. And I may just use this for daily appointments and things like that that are not coloring related, or I may use them for coloring related stuff. I'm not really sure, but since she was offering, I decided to just say yes. So that is this planner. Starting in on the coloring books, I have the Artia, it's basically the art therapy book from Hachette Heroes. They are a company in France, I believe, and you can get these books on Amazon France, Amazon UK, and sometimes they pop up on our Amazon US. And I don't know if you can get them on Canada and Australia, I'm not sure. So this one is called Disney Mascotas. I'm guessing it stands for Disney Mascots. Just a guess. This is the mini block edition, and this one has pretty much all animals, and there's lots of patterns in here. So if you're not a pattern person, you probably wouldn't like this one. But I love everything Disney, so it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, and there's some like super Zentangly things like that in here too. I love Dumbo. So cute. 101 Dalmatians. So there is that. And I think these books are designed for the pages to be torn out, but I'll try to keep it intact as long as I can. That little thing that I just got, that was the Ohuho blotter thing, would be perfect in this book. It's like the perfect size. Next book I just got actually today, and this one came from a Goodwill store in like Chicago. When you go on Amazon and you look for a book, they give you, if it's not available but it's available, there's like this thing that says buy it now options. It's like a little box underneath the picture, and you can click on that, and sometimes Goodwill shops and just different stores are selling it as a third-party seller, and you can still pick up the book. So if there are books you want and you're having a hard time finding them, don't forget to check that box. That is how I scored a lot of books that are hard to find. So remember to check that box. This is Color Your Own Young Marvel, and this is by Scotty Young. And I saw this on someone's channel a long time ago, and I'm like, that's cute, but I don't think it's for me. I don't know if I know enough Marvel characters that I would know who I'm supposed to be coloring. But then I kept seeing it and kept seeing it, and I thought, you know, I like the anime, I like the chibi, I like these type of characters. I really think I would like this book. So it's single-sided, and you just have these like little characters. I think that's Captain America right here. That's Thor. That's Wolverine. I don't know those two. I mean, I guess if I don't know, I can always ask someone that is like a Marvel expert. This is Magneto, because see how the silverware is attaching itself to the helmet? Just, yeah. I know some, like obviously that's the Hulk. So, yeah. That's Deadpool was anyway. So, yeah, I think for the most part I probably could figure it out. But this is Color Your Own Young Marvel. Next book I got strictly for nostalgia purposes. I was born in the 80s, and I had quite the My Little Pony collection when I was around 6, 7, 8. Those 3 years of my life. I cannot tell you which pony is which pony, but I really, when I saw this book, I thought, maybe I want it, maybe I don't. But then when I knew what kind of paper was in here and just the quality of book, I couldn't resist, because of the mere fact that I grew up with My Little Pony. And so it's by Studio International, and it's double-sided, but the pages are pretty thick paper. Wouldn't that be fun, just to color all those ice creams? And I thought this would be fun to color with pencils, water-based markers, fine liners, gel pens. Man, you could make these My Little Ponies super sparkly with gel pens. I just think it would be so much fun. Take a step back, remember some things from the childhood, color. You could actually use water media in here too, like watercolors, because the paper I think would take it. You wouldn't want to drench it because it's not watercolor paper, but it's fairly thick, like comparable to Kirby's books. So there's this one. The next two books that I got are from Happy Doodles. This is called the Self-Care Coloring Book. It only has 20 pages in it. I think these are relatively cheap. I want to say they're around $4.99. And I thought this one was a nice one. I wear glasses and I love to color my avatars and chibis and things like that with blue hair. And so I thought this girl reminded me of something I would color to represent myself. And when I saw kind of a few things that were in here, I noticed they were simple hand-drawn images, but I think I would really enjoy coloring this with just some pencils and lightly coloring, not like going to town or anything. Just keep it as simple as the illustrations are. Get some fresh air. That's an alien. So fun. Cuddle a pet. So there's that one. And then I also got this one, which is called Star Fort, also by Happy Doodles. And this one has 20 pages as well. It's all space themed. So if you're into space and aliens and just kind of things like that, you might like this. Hand-drawn images. An alien. Another alien. This is like a mermaid type of thing. It's like a witch guy. And you can make this however you want to make it. This one, when it arrived, it was downpouring at my house. So this book actually got wet. I smashed it between two really heavy books and had it sitting on my floor for almost the whole month. So I think it's okay now. Sorry about that, guys. I was just trying to grab the next pile. The next one I have is the Coloring Heaven Collection Care Bears special. So this one, obviously, I got it just like I got it for got the My Little Pony. I am a Care Bears baby or Care Bears girl. I grew up with the Care Bears. I watched it almost every single day. I had a Care Bears pillowcase and a bedspread. And I even sang the little Care Bear song to make me go to sleep when I was a little girl, especially if I saw something scary. Like, I had watched Hocus Pocus for the first time and it scared me because I thought witches were real. And I would sing the Care Bear song to make me go to sleep. So, yeah, I know all these characters. My autistic son loves Care Bears. So, I absolutely just had to get this book. And, this book has some that have like little quotes with them, and then it has some like basic images to color, which I love to do straight colorings on those, and a little bit of shading. This is Fun Shine Bear. And then in the back it has grayscale ones, and this is a very light grayscale, but I think I'll be okay. The grayscale ones are all the Care Bear cousins. And all the Care Bear cousins have a heart on their belly associated with something else, like Tenderheart Lion and can't remember all the names just off my head, but, or it's Lots of Heart, Lion, I believe, but it wouldn't take that much effort to figure it out. I could ask my son and he'd probably just know, because he remembers these things. So there is the Care Bears one. I also picked up this one. I wasn't part of their subscription when this came out at Christmas time, so I decided I would pick it up. This is the Cutesy Christmas Special. Hey, honey. Careful. And this one was issue number 68, and it has images from Mariella Budek, Jen Katz, Hannah Lynn, Ruth Sanderson, and the other two I don't think I'm going to be able to pronounce. But I have Hannah Lynn's book and Ruth Sanderson's book, but I don't have the other ones. And I am okay to have duplicates of those anyway. I love these fox pages. And it's luring less art. That's really cute. These are just adorable. And I think this is the best Christmas volume that they've put out over the years, in my opinion. I love Advent calendars. And I love Mariella Budek. She's just incredible. Okay. And I will be right back. My daughter stole my books off my desk. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. Got him back. Next one I'm going to show you is the Zodiac Special. So this was volume 67. And I didn't have this one. And this has basically all zodiac signs from different artists, their takes on them. I really love these little sprite characters. I think they're darling. These are from Tanya Bond. Her work is beautiful too. And this one, these are by Kelly O'Gorman, which is Kelly I can't talk. O'Gorman is an incredible artist, very talented. Another one from Kelly. Another one from Kelly. There's another artist. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that one. I would like to color all the Geminis in here because I'm a Gemini. So this one's a Gemini. I just think it would be fun to do that. Maybe do all the Geminis and then do another one, you know, that kind of thing. So this is the Zodiac Special. And then the last one I have here from the Coloring Heaven is the Witch's Compendium. And this one you have to buy separately. It's not part of the subscription. And I think this is the recent compendium. I think it would be perfect for Halloween. So it has a combination of different artists. And this one has 48 designs. So the compendiums have more images than the subscription ones. And like that's Don Davidson. This one is Enes Guerrero, Nikki Burnett, I can't pronounce that one, Molly Harrison, Elizabeth Alba, another one from Elizabeth, Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, another Jasmine one, Lindsay Archer, another Lindsay one, Selena Fennick, another Selena Fennick. Yeah. And I'm actually excited to have this one because if I wanted to focus, say, a week just on this book, I could, because there's such a variety of artists, I wouldn't get bored. So yeah, this is the Witch's Compendium. Next book that I got is this one. It's called Art Therapy, Aztecs and Mayas, 100 Designs, Coloring and Relaxation. This one was another one that I found by clicking that Buy It Now options. And they were selling this at a Goodwill store, partially used, for $6. Said it had minor highlighting in it. So when I got it, I definitely wanted to check it out and see how much coloring really was done in this book. It is a hardback book, and these art therapy books are really hard to find. So if you see them at a Goodwill store or a yard sale or a thrift store or anything like that, pick them up if it's your kind of thing, because these were made so long ago, they're hard to find. So it has basically kind of like tribal looking designs in it. Some florals there. There's some pretty mandalas. But see, I think I'm not way into the bird thing, but I think coloring this with all sorts of rainbow colors would just look really neat. There's a cheetah. But look at this one, all full of geometric patterns, which is really cool. So I'll show you the one that was colored, or the coloring that was done in this book. So this is all that was done in this book. Someone had colored this. And this is in colored pencils, so I might be able to erase it. If I can't, that is okay. I don't think I would want to color this bird anyhow. And this guy on the back, I think I would want to color, but I could color him in alcohol markers, and I don't really care about that page. Or if I wanted to, I could take a piece of paper and I could glue it over this page and write like a quote or something, turn it into an art journal page, which you guys know I like to do. So that is Art Therapy, Aztecs and Mayas, 100 Designs. I also found this one doing the same process, and this was like from thriftbooks.com, and this is Art Therapy Stained Glass, 100 Designs, and I like stained glass patterns and stained glass everything. And when I look at buildings with stained glass windows, I just think they're gorgeous. And so that I didn't even need to see a flip. I thought that there, out of 100 designs, there would probably be something in here that I'd be into. And this was very inexpensive because it was a thrift store book and there was some minor coloring in here. And I'll show you what that looked like. So here are some stained glass things. I love things like this. Some stuff like this. I love things like this too. I'm not sure if I really like the ones with the people necessarily, but maybe if I color in my own way, I think I'll like them okay. But for the price that I paid, I could just color the ones that I like and be perfectly fine. And this looks like a Tiffany window kind of to me. Let me show you this one's pretty too. This was some minor coloring. And I don't know, this looks like colored pencil. And I think there was another one in here. Let me see if I can find it. No. Must have been in the Aztec one. In the Aztec one, there was another bird, a peacock, that someone had started in glitter gel pen, only colored a couple feathers. But that image I could just literally take out of the book because there was birds on the other side. So yeah, this is Art Therapy Stained Glass, 100 Designs. Next book that I got is this one, My Little Pony, the movie, The Color Quest. And I had this book. If you guys watched my collection video, my very first collection video on the channel, I don't know if it's still on there or if I removed it. But I had purchased this book as one of like my first 30 books that I ever owned. And the paper is fabulous. And if you like My Little Pony movie, like if you have little kids and you've seen it, it's really cute and has lots of fun songs. We all know them at our house. And I had colored 2-page spread in here with Prismacolor pencils and no, not Prismas. I colored them with Castle Arts and some cheap pencils from high school, and I could really feel the fire in my hand because of it. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever color in that book again. And then my daughter took a liking to it, and so I just gave it to her. And she just went to town with the way she likes to do things. And I was like, if I ever see that book again, I probably will pick it up. And so I saw it again, and I picked it up. And it's really thick paper. It's double-sided. And all of these ponies, I know their colors. I know their names. We've seen the movie numerous times at this house. Yeah. Definitely a fun one. So yeah, even if I just picked a 2-page spread, or like took this one for example and just colored these characters in this pop, it's like a art pop style, that would be fun. Or just did this one in the pirate clothing. I don't intend on finishing this book. I just think it would be a fun one just to color different things. Alright guys, my daughter fell asleep, so I turned off her switch so we didn't have to hear the noise anymore. I knew she was tired. Alright, next book I have, I'll just pull it up, is this one. It is Unicorn Wonders by Marjorie Sarnat, and this is the new release by Marjorie. By Creative Haven is the publisher. And I didn't watch any flip-throughs of this. I just got it because I like unicorns. I like to color all the different hairs. I just think they're fun. And yeah, her work can seem a little busy to people, like this for example, very Zentangly and stuff. And sometimes I just can't do it. And if I can't do it, I'll color the whole thing as one color. Like, even though there's all these things in this horse, if I'm just not feeling it that day, maybe, or unicorn I should say, I might color the entire unicorn pink, even all these other spots, and just shade it so that it just looks like texture in the unicorn. Or if I'm feeling it, I will pull those out and color all those individual things. Just depends. This also, these type of books, her work in general screams fine liners to me. So, yeah. And Creative Haven books are pretty good with your pencils. If you like to use pencils, it would be kind of fun to do watercolor and then go back in with your fine liners or your pencils. So there's that one. Next one I ordered a long time ago. It just took forever to get here. So I was really surprised. I found this on Amazon US, and this one was only $19.99. And I was kind of shocked. And it said free shipping. Oh, free shipping, $19.99. What's wrong with this book? It's like the first thing that came to my mind. It's Disney Grand Block, this title, by Hachette Heroes. Now, I am familiar with all of the color by number Grand Blocks and Grand Classiques and Tome 1, all those ones. and they open up like a book. And they're double-sided. A lot of people have to use water-based markers and all that stuff. Well, when this arrived and I saw it was this kind, I was actually pretty excited because guess what that means? They're single-sided, so that means I can use alcohol markers. Yay! So these images basically have a drawing, kind of like a vague drawing of a character, and then after you color it, it will be another character. So this is the little sour candy from Wreck-It Ralph, and when you color this, I can kind of see, you guys probably can't see, but it's Ralph is behind him, and like this one, it looks like Snow White, but if after you color this one, it's Grumpy. I can tell it's Grumpy. And I'm going to kind of show you some answers, so look away if you don't want to see them. But here's some ideas of the different answers. Some really fun characters that we all know and love in our Disney films. Sorry, that one flipped pretty fast. Look, Aurora. And baby Rapunzel. Yeah. Anyway, so I got this one and I'm super stoked. If you look up this one now on Amazon US, it's like $40. So I don't know how I scored this at $19.99 with free shipping, but maybe the universe was telling me I needed to get this book at that time. I don't know. Thrilled to have it. Excited to start it. So there's that one. Next book that I got is Autumn Patterns by Demita Victoria, and this book was on the introductory price when Demita Victoria, the company, they're a company just like Jade Summer is a company, when they put this out, or when they put books out, for the first 3 or 4 days on Amazon, they are discounted to a $5.99 price mark, and then after that point they raise them up to about $9.99. So if you follow them on Facebook and things like that, or if you periodically just check their books, check their new releases, they do post things to Instagram, so follow them on Instagram, and then you'll see those new releases come up and you can catch those deals before the price goes up. Anyway, Autumn Patterns. When I first saw this, I was like, I don't know. But then after seeing some of the images, here is the back side. Like, it just displayed these online, and I thought, oh, that's not too bad. I think I could color those. When I think patterns, I'm thinking the whole page is going to be so full of stuff. But honestly, I don't think they're that busy. They are busy, but they're not that busy. And I think that these would be perfect for my Bic markers, my permanent markers, my ultrafine permanent markers, all of those. And just to do straight coloring and no added shading, or if I wanted to do added shading, just do a little bit with marker. But honestly, I think this would just be a nice easy coloring, because you wouldn't, like this page for example, you wouldn't have to think about what color needed to be what color, because obviously this is an autumn book. You know those are sunflowers. We all know what a sunflower looks like, at least most of us do, and you know what color leaves are, and so it would be almost like an effortless type of coloring, I think, which is good when you're having a really stressful day. The bottom. And I think these, I don't think they're duplicates in this book. I think they're all individual. Honestly. Yep. And then I also picked up this one when it was on the introductory price. So this is The Country Autumn by Jade Summer. I already colored one picture in here. And so that guy, basically started out as a test page and ended up getting finished. So I don't know. It was just one of those nights. Look at this, guys. Jade Summer did not put black back on this book. Thank you, Jade Summer. Every time I got a black back, my book would curl almost every single time. So I really, really appreciate you, Jade Summer Company, for doing this. Please continue to do this to your books. Anyway, so this is just full of autumn scenes, and I will show you the page that I did. But there's lots of like tree scenes like this too, which I think are really pretty, and you could take markers to it and then shade with pencils. All sorts of fun stuff. And this is the one I did. So this one as a little piglet, and I'll tell you, this pumpkin, I use those Marco pencils, the pastel Marco pencils on. So as you can see, I did achieve some layering, but I did struggle. And I wonder if it was because of this paper. This paper is very, very smooth. There's not very much texture to this at all. And I know that Ashley's coloring journey, she got the same book and she struggled with her prismas on this paper. So maybe it's not ideal for pencil. I mean, I still achieved something, but keep that in mind. All of these leaves I did with the Heathrone woodless colored pencils, woodless watercolor pencils, and so it did take watercolor pencils just fine. I've used dual tip water-based markers for these flowers. They did great. Alcohol markers for these leaves. They did great. It literally was, I was trying to test medias to see what would happen on this paper. And we've got gel pen in the butterfly. I've got sparkle nail polish here coming off the butterfly. Basic alcohol markers, white gel pen. This bucket is all gel crayons. I put the King's Art gel crayons on. I scribbled them on, and then I took my water brush and blended them out. And then after I blended all that out, I went on top of that with alcohol markers to create shading. And the piglet, I decided I didn't want it pink. I wanted it to look like this because this was the color of my mom's pigs that they just had at the farm auction. So yeah, that is Country Autumn. Alright guys, I know this has been a really long video, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, especially with all the different noises and distractions and pause breaks. The last things that I'm going to show you are not coloring books. They're things for an upcoming thing I'm really excited about. If you're just here to look at the supplies and the coloring books, I want to thank you for watching, and you can click out of the video. But if you want to see what I'm really excited about, stay here. Alright, now that those guys have clicked off, I will show you. I'm really excited, guys. So I have been looking at art journal prompt books for a long time, and then the other day I saw, I think it's Kirsty Color and Sketch, I think that's how you say her name. She had posted that she was doing the Wreck This Journal, and I had seen that for a long time. I had it on my wish list, I took it off my wish list, and then I was like, I don't know if I want this. And then when I saw her reminiscence of it, I thought, you know, I should get that book because I think it would be great for getting out of creative slumps, and just something fun and just something messy, and it doesn't matter. You just let it go. And when I looked up Wreck This Journal on Amazon, all of a sudden I like fell into wormhole after wormhole after wormhole. There are a ton of art journal books out there, the prompt kind, and I decided, okay, I want to see what kinds there are. So I went on YouTube and searched things out. And a lot of these people that have wrecked this journal have done other ones. So there were people that showed their complete collection of art journal prompt books, and those things were thick buggers. And I'm like, those are really neat. Because many times when I start an art journal, I get stuck for an idea. And having these prompts is perfect for someone like me. And yeah, so I did it. I got some art journals, or art prompt journals. I will show you. So I had to pick up this one. And this is the one Kirsty is working on. This is Wreck This Journal. And this one is now in color. Now the original one has a black like side and it has rounded corners, kind of like a composition book. So if you don't want a color one, you can get the plain white edition. Some of these prompts are different, but for the most part they're similar. And this book is by Carrie Smith, and Carrie Smith does a ton of art journal prompt books, or prompt books that are journals in general. So some of them aren't for like artists, some are just for writers, and there's just a whole bunch of different kinds. So this one, like this is example, sleep with the journal and describe your experience here. Well, you can do what it says literally and sleep with the journal, and then write it all down. Or if you want to turn this into an art journal book, maybe you would want to collage a picture of a bed with somebody on it holding the journal, or putting the journal under the bed. I thought that with this one it would be fun to create a bed like the Princess and the Pea and make the journal be like the pea, and actually take a piece of paper where you could lift up the mattress and you could see the pea or see the journal. I just thought it would be a fun idea. Right here it says page of good thoughts, so you could write down all your thoughts, or if you wanted to turn it into an art journal, you could do those thought bubbles and you could have all these different people thinking, like you could draw people thinking good thoughts. A place for your grocery lists. So if you go grocery shopping a lot like me, you probably have grocery lists. You could put them all over this 2-page spread. Bring this book in the shower with you. You can do this literally if you want, or you could take watercolor to these pages and make it look like it got really wet or something. Right here, place sticky things here: honey, gum, syrup, glue, sucker, marshmallow. Will I actually do that? Probably not, because that just doesn't sound right. So what I'll probably do here is maybe do things like stickers, things that are sticky in that way. Right here, mix so many colors, they turn to mud. Well, obviously you could do lots of stuff with mixed media to turn it into mud, and you could start off making a beautiful rainbow on one side and then make it all collide in the other side into this muddy, gooey mess with this like creature coming out or something. And if you can't draw, that's okay. And you could collage it in. There's tons of things out there. But this is the Wreck This Journal. It gives you instructions in the front. This is by Penguin Books, is the publisher. And yeah, if you are curious what people have done in this book, search it on YouTube. There is thousands of videos, it feels like, of this as a completed book. And there also is a Facebook group for this, and there is Instagram for this. It's all over social media if you're curious of what people do in Wreck This Journal. So since I was in that wormhole, I was like, okay, what other things or what other journals are out there that I might like? And then I came across this one, Create This Book by Mariah Elizabeth. I have watched all of her Create This Book series on YouTube. I kind of binge watched it one night when I was up late, and she even has a full flip of because she finished this book of hers, and it's awesome. I was like, I need that book. And it was like when I watched her video and other people's videos, I got so many ideas rushing through my head, and I was like jittery excited because it was like literally I got a creative punch in the face. I couldn't resist. And so I picked it up, and here's the back. So you're supposed to actually decorate the front and the back of this. It's one of the prompts, but like this one, create an arrangement of doodles. So you could color them straight in the book, or you could draw them on a separate piece of paper and put them in the book. Or if you can't draw, you could find a whole bunch of doodles that are free images and color them and put them in. I think the whole idea is to just have a creative process, create a playlist. So think of songs that are special to you, and you could write them all down. You could just, you could draw like an iPad or something, and you could literally write them all down. I have this really great idea for this book. Color with Claire, I believe. She got this book a long time ago. Create a pocket, create a refusal. So this is basically, you can cut this out and you can put it on any page in the book, and you can void that page. Like, you don't have to do that page. Create simplistic drawings. But what I was saying is, Color with Claire got this book, and she had done some really cute things in it. So I know of a coloring book artist of her that has gotten this book, and she did it a long time ago. I don't know if she ever completed it. She only had a few videos on YouTube. So since I was super excited about this and everything, I couldn't help myself. I had to create this book too. Also by Mariah Elizabeth, different prompts. This book is slightly thinner than this one, I noticed. And the prompts are, like I said, a little bit different. Create layers, create a repurposing, create a split decision. I saw this one done just the other day, and basically you're supposed to draw or put something down, the first thing you think in your head. Create a daydream, add to these circles to make something of this page, create a scented page. Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So I picked up both of these, and I have 4 more books coming that are art journal prompt books. I got This Is Not a Book by Carrie Smith. I got Once Upon a Page. I think another one's like called Creative by a Day or something. I can't remember, and I can't look at my phone because it's recording this video. And then another one. So I got a total of 4 coming, and so I'm really excited. I really would like to start one of these Create This books as like ongoing videos, like a playlist on the channel. If you guys are interested in that. If you're not interested in that, that's fine. I'll just color and do these things on my own. But it's kind of fun to share, and it's like doing it with a friend. I really am inspired. Color with Claire, I don't know if it was in Create This Book 1 or Create This Book 2. She did a horror inspired book. She was starting to do every page that kind of had a horror theme to it. I would like to take one of these books and do a Christmas theme throughout the entire book. I have like so many ideas running through my head, and I just think it would be so much fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you think that would be a fun thing to do on the channel. I know it's not really a coloring book, but it is a creative process, and I think by doing stuff like this, it will help keep me in my creative mojo going so I don't get into coloring slumps. So yeah, when I get those other books, I will definitely show them to you. That way you can see what those books look like. And then I got 2 other things to kind of help me on the journey of art journaling. I got this one. It's called Cutout and Collage Book, Ransom Note Letters. So basically it has different letters that you can cut out. These are the small ones, these are the big ones, and you can use them for writing things with different fonts. You could also print something like this off your computer, but I thought this was kind of fun. And then I got this one, Cut Out and Collage Cute Animal Images. This one is darling. This one's, I was disappointed how thin this was, but this one's really cute. It's just full of cute animals that you can use in collage. Oh, and look, pandas. I love panda bears and sea life, and look, there's ladybugs and dogs, koalas. Just lots of fun. Look at all those dogs. Lots of fun things, and you could easily add them to a creative journal. So yes, I am really excited. So that is all I have to show to you guys for tonight. Like I said, I have those other prompt journal books, art prompt journal books that are coming in the mail, and I pre-ordered the new Teresa Goodrich Christmas book, and I ordered it way before the release date, but for some reason Amazon doesn't want to give me mine until August 31st. So I guess I'll just wait for that book. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I know this is a long video. I am so happy you guys stayed till the end. And like I said, please let me know if you would be interested in me doing a video like that. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps. And when you leave positive comments, it definitely fills my heart and warms my soul. And I just love you guys, and I really appreciate your support. You guys have built up my channel for what it is today, and I just really appreciate just the ongoing support that you guys give me. So I will see you guys next time, and have a wonderful day. Keep smiling. Bye, guys.